ladies and gentlemen, I don't mean to alarm you, but someone at EA is cooking. It seems as soon as their stock took a hit, they really started caring about FC, and that includes SBCs. We've got Kolo Muani and Raphina, and of course, over the next few days and this promo, we're going to get way more. I'm considering doing this guy and having him in over R9. Now, if you want to get these free, just like me, in the right place, and all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to go over to TikTok and follow me at Official Pro Recoil, because tomorrow morning, we're going to do a live stream where I open all of the season pass packs, spend a few FIFA points, maybe do a giveaway, and run through a ton of packs. And if you do want to buy some coins, well, do you want the best team in FC 25? Yeah, baby! Do you want to be able to buy players like this or this and not be stuck with a team like this? Oh! Then you need to head over to skycoach.gg, select the amount of coins or which weekend league boost you'd like, make sure to pop in Pro Recall at checkout, and enjoy your new team. So first of all, one thing that they've released off the bat, really, really nice, 81 double upgrade. Now, what this doesn't mean is one card is 81 plus and the other card isn't. We've got two 81 pluses, and that doesn't feel like a specification I should need to make, but with the way they've been releasing things this year, it absolutely is. And I'm happy to see we've actually been given something, which is what it says on the tin, 2 81 double cards. Now, when I saw this, I thought it'd be 4 or 5 rare golds, like, you know, any rare rating. It's 1 rare gold and then the rest commons, which I'm actually very happy with. 8 players in total. You're going to get 2 back, which is obviously a decent deal. 8 players in total, 7 of them common. Now, if we look at the gold upgrades that we've got every day, that's going to give us a load of those for free anyway. So obviously, we've got optional grinds that you've got with premium mixed leagues, and we are going to run through all the options to get a load of players right now. But what is really nice to see is that just off the bat, if you're being extremely lazy, you can use the daily gold upgrade to probably make 6 or 7 of these a day anyway. When we head to challenges, obviously we've got marquee matchups. That's a given. We know that's going to be there. And yes, it's going to make us a load of profit. And obviously, we're going to use the crafting method to get that done. If you haven't done the FC Fantasy Challenge as well, obviously that's going to be there and is going to be helpful. Now, unfortunately, we've not had like a 10 or a 30 coin pack this week. But what I would say is absolutely head over to Rush right now, because one, there's a load of objectives that can be completed in Rush. If you have a look on the live section, obviously you've got your season 5 weekly play here, which if I was to play 9 Rush games in the next 30 minutes from the looks of things, I could tick one of these extra off, but I'm not going to do that. But I'll have all of mine completed in, I think, 2 weeks time. But regardless, Rush contributes to this. So you either play squad battles or Rush, and Rush is obviously easier, so you can get contributions to that. You can also, of course, tick this off, and I would say Rush is actually fairly fun at the minute, and I think people are more conforming to actually picking cards that fit into the requirements and then actually playing the game as a team, which is wild. Obviously, the live section, we've still got our league and cup. So obviously we've got these guys here. They are still really good. I mean, I'm personally only going to be going for the League One for Win 4. I know that sounds like I'm really bad at the game, and that's because it is, but I'm going to get the Win 4 just to grab that dribbling upgrade. I'm also going to do the full fantasy cup because that's obviously a lot easier. And as always, have a look at your milestones. See if there's anything you're close to ticking off. It's always worth getting those done. If you're marginally away from, like, you know, 500 goals on squad battles, 200, whatever it might be, go and knock some goals in and get yourself the 100, 125 kind of packs that are available. Now, obviously, we've still got our singular method of the Born Legend and Rising Star. So for anyone who's new to the channel, basically, if you complete these 2 SBCs, which you can get for free, which I'll show you about in a moment, you're able to walk away with 2 tradable packs. They're decent tradable packs. And what's brilliant at the minute is both of these can produce some really spenny cards. I got a centre-back from Chelsea. I can't remember for the life of me what his name is. It was a common. We'll check. I got Chalobah the other day in a pack, just regular Chalobah card. It went for 5,000 coins, and I got it in one of these packs. So it just shows you how easy it is to get ridiculous cards out of a common gold players pack. Now, worst case scenario, it still quick sells for nearly 1,000 coins. And this pack here, obviously silver players. Come on, guys, be serious. Evo Central, SBC Central, where the card is up to like 5,000 coins. It's ridiculous. So there's so much opportunity in these, and the absolute worst case, if this pack doesn't go successful for you, everything quick sells for near 2,000 coins. The reality on average is you're going to get about 5k from these, because there's so many players that you can get a lot from. So if you get, you know, 5 or 6 of these where you get really, really good players, you're going to walk away with a lot. There's so many icons, so the opportunity is ridiculous. Now, in order to do that one for free, you're going to have to head over to your upgrades, and that's where you do your daily bronze, your silver, and your gold. So basically, obviously, daily bronze and silver, you only put commons in, you get a load out, and then you can use the rares to fill those sections out. Then you're going to have a load of commons from both of those qualities of players, and that's where you go and do the daily gold upgrade. So straight off the bat, you've got all of those completed virtually for free. Then you want to take those golds to the marquee matchups. Is going to make that SBC a lot cheaper. On average, I mean, worst case scenario, you can really easily walk away just from doing the Born Legend and Rising Stars with like 50, 60k. Then you go and do the marquee matchups, obviously using the gold upgrade to help you. You're going to walk away with another sort of 15,000 coins away from that. If you do the Fantasy FC challenge as well, once again, more coins are just coming in. And you can walk away just from doing all these easy bits that are always there, 70, 80,000 coins. And that's if you don't get really, really good players. Promo cards are available in all of these packs, and so are informs, etc. So that you've got options. Now, of course, the only upgrade that we can use repeatedly is going to be our Premium Mixed League upgrade, which is something we're going to help get us our 84 times 5 done. Of course, this is going to require an inform, as it always does. So you've got a team of the week and an 84 squad. So obviously we're going to need to get ourselves team of the weeks. And obviously with the coins that we've made, with the spare players we've got, we can start filling out this SBC. So how this works is these 3 sections here, really easy to do. You just need to stick to the side objective bit, which is obviously League 1 and Eredivisie. So that one you need players from 1 club, max 6. Very, very easy. So not really tight sort of qualifications on there. When you go over to the Bundes and Serie A, that's where it's 1 player per team. But once again, very easy. You've got 2 leagues you can do it from. Those are very easy SBCs to do. The only one you'll struggle with is the Lib and Sud. This is where you can actually buy the card. You might have to in some scenarios, but after you've done the Premium Mixed League a few times, you're going to get coins and players out of it, and you won't have to buy more sets. Now, I've explained that pretty briefly, but to give you the overview, you put coins into this SBC and use the players that do fit, that you've got out of the other packs, to go in, and then you open the packs that you get from this. Anything untradeable goes back in or into your other upgrades that are available, and anything tradable you sell. You just wouldn't want to sell a Lib or Sud card because you're going to need those. Now, I will link down below a video where I go through that method individually, so you guys have that if you're going to struggle with it. But once you do that method a little bit and you cycle through those, you will start picking up informs quite quickly. If you don't, you've got an inform SBC still that we can craft there as well. As you can see, I've got a number of informs in my SBC storage and my main storage, so I'm not in a position where I do need to do the inform SBC, but I do understand it might be something that becomes part of your cycle. But you will find, even once you've done 184 times 5, you usually walk away with a lot of informs out of these, so it's not something that you have to repeatedly do. It might just be that the first 1 or 2, you have to do an inform SBC if you've got none or no access to them. Now, what you do want to be sure of is you're not putting in more than what you need to in any of these SBCs. And by that, I just mean rating. You don't want to exceed any of the rating limits, because everything is important here. When you're doing a grind, you don't want to be losing out on any of your coins, any of your cards, etc. So what we do want to do, obviously clear out your SB storage when you can, because then you can have more untradeable players in there. So it's always best to go from your SBC storage first. We'll use an 85 just to get this rating up here. You can see we're a little bit under, and there you go, we've got that. So we'll pop this pack open. We'll see what these are going to look like. I would predict we're going to get maybe an inform. I'd say an inform is a good chance. FC Fantasy is unlikely, but what I have found with these 84 times 5s is they pop out a lot of 89 keepers. So that's my first bet, is an 89 keeper. We've got an FC Fantasy, which is a brilliant start. We've got a centre-back from Spain, from Liga F, so that's probably going to be a Barca player, which means it's probably an 88 or an 89, which it is a Paredes. And we've got on the back a Levels. Now, obviously, look, Levels is not great. That's an 88 rated card that I might keep to see if she gets an upgrade. But off the bat there, we've got 2 88s, not something we're going to complain about. Obviously, the rest of the pack is the minimum that you can get from the pack. But luckily, all 3 of those will go back into a second 84 times 5. And these 2 would absolutely tick off bits of a squad, which is really, really good. Now, as I say, I might want to hold back Levels because I might want to have her and see if she upgrades. But the reality is I've got 2 88 cards there that I can use. Now, the brilliant part about this upgrade process is that with the 81 double that we've been gifted by EA, which I will say is an SBC I'm very happy to see, and I think is going to make this grind really easy for us to just tick off a lot of SBCs, is when you do the Premium Mixed League upgrade, what you're going to come across a ton is crappy gold rares and commons, and you're going to get a lot of these untradeable. And what this means is you're going to have a dupe storage full of lower end gold, you're going to have a ton in your club, and a lot of the times with some of the SBCs that we have, you've not got a place for them. It can sometimes get to a point where you are in a little bit of a stickier situation where sometimes your upgrades, they're still there, but maybe it's one that requires all gold rares, so it's harder to persistently do. But with this one, we are absolutely able to just spam the SBC. So as you can see here, I can keep going in, ignore position, and it's just going to fill that with as many players as possible. Now, we will pop 2 of these open. We're just going to see what they're going to look like. I think that they're going to be pretty damn good. I don't think EA would give us the one upgrade like that and sort of nerf it. I do find 81 times 2s and things like that have been good for me in the past. So first one, no walkout. Have we got an 84 or an 85 to redeem it? No. Second one, do we have a redeemer? No FC Fantasy, no walkout either. It's not great, but we have walked away with another 2 gold rares. Now, obviously, worst case scenario, one of them will go back into the SBC, so that's kind of good, and then we just fill it back out with common. So we can use those premium mixed league methods to keep that repetition up. Now, if you did enjoy this video, or it's helped you at all, drop a like down below, subscribe, check out the TikTok live tomorrow, and I'll see you in a bit.